successful male, A.B. Hernandez, once again dominated the female competition at a California high school track meet yesterday, taking the top spot in 3 events.
We have to go back to the 80s and the great Wendy Brown to match up what A.B. Hernandez did by winning all 3 again.
5'9" high school transgender.
Listen. We're causing this problem. Yeah, the media, the laws. You know, we're not protecting children. We're not. We're not protecting children. We're just doing whatever we want to do. Comparing his stats to a woman's stats, what he's doing to what, the records a woman that has been in place for a long time. Now this man, this young boy, he's not a boy. He's a male. He's a young man. Now they're bragging about the records he's breaking. Well, he's breaking female records. What did you think was going to happen?
Track star A.B. Hernandez continued to totally destroy her female competitors this weekend at the CIF Masters event.
Even this person talking about who's covering this, he's saying her instead of... Anyways.
Video highlights show A.B. completely somersaulting over the crossbar on her way to sweeping all 3 jumping events in a competition that continues to be upended by protests inside and outside of the arena.
Girls competing, they are not okay with this. They know it's unfair and they do not want to compete against a boy. And the truth was, he was not born in the wrong body.
And despite all the protests and hecklers who attend her event, A.B. Hernandez has built an impressive 20 wins over the last 2 years over her female competitors. And now, after winning at the CIF Masters, she now qualifies to compete next week at the CIF Championships.
It's definitely crazy. I mean,
calling her,
I get a lot of hate comments, but I'm like, I don't care. Like, 16-year-old girl with a mad attitude, like, you think I'm gonna care?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily, again, I can't blame this child for this. He's still a child, but it's wrong. It's wrong, and the people in this life are wrong for it. The school, the district, the state, it's all wrong. And then even the person doing the videos calling him a her. It's really just kind of an insult to women and girls, man. It's an insult, man.
Trans athlete A.B. Hernandez forced to share first place with cisgender girls at track meet.
MSN, suck it. You can just suck every last bowl. I swear, these
this
people.
Was a girls' event, not
right.
Cisgender girls.
No,
real girls, just girls.
And a woman wrote that. A woman wrote that freaking article and that stupid headline. I assure you that Dawn never played sports.
This just made me so rage.
Dawn was assuredly like in theater or something.
The crazy does not end with, because there's no question about it. The trans people have a mental illness.
At the end of the day, truth is under attack. So it's not enough to just call out the fact that this is a young man competing against other young women and that there's a biological difference. It's not enough to say it's wrong. You have to fight for truth. Because that's really what this has come down to, like a war on truth. Like the fact that he's biologically a male, and they're trying to validate what he feels to make this okay. I've been making up my mind, that when I'm talking to people, especially people I don't know, or I'm engaged in conversation with people who I don't know, or even if I'm just acquainted with them, I tend to not give I try not to get caught up in like a deep conversation or a deep debate with them on truth. But whenever I think about it, I do try to make sure I give some sort of pushback because I don't want to be a coward. I don't want to fear not being accepted or looked at a certain way and then be muzzled to a point to where I'm not willing to share truth that's as simplistic as day and night, that a boy cannot be a girl and a man cannot be a woman. And that's really essentially what's under attack. Truth. They're wanting to keep those who speak truth silent. And I don't think you have to hate a person, place, thing, or people group to speak out. I don't think you have to be rude. I don't think you have to be derogatory. I think you could be mindful of your words and your tone and still speak truth to power. And I want to encourage you, don't just settle for, how do I want to say this? Don't settle for, just leaving when people say things that aren't true. Settle to do what is right. Settle for that. If it's wise and right to speak up, speak up. If it's wise to not say anything because you could be put in danger, then don't say anything. But don't be afraid. Don't let anybody bully you. Don't let anybody put a muzzle on you when it comes to telling the truth. Don't let anybody shame you into being quiet, because that's what's going on. No one in their right mind thinks it's fair for a biological male to go up against women. It's just not okay. It's not. If I had a daughter, I wouldn't want her going up against a biological male that they're just saying he's trans because he feels like a girl, like he's born in a wrong body. He's built like a strong young man. I was looking at his shoulders are broad. He's fast. He has a certain level of testosterone flowing through his body and strength that cannot be compared to a young girl. Hit that puberty, that strength is there. And there's no way those women are going to be able to compete with him on that level. I think there's also a video out there of him playing volleyball to where one of the volleyball teams, essentially protested by not playing. They wouldn't play. It's like, no, we don't want to play. And then there was, of course, another team that did play. And it's like, oh, the girls just want to play. People want to choose a side and call it love. At the end of the day, it's like right or wrong, truth or false, truth or a lie. Like, what is it? The truth is he is a biological male. The lie is that they're telling us that he is a woman. He's a female. He's transitioned from being a male to a female. That's a lie. The right thing to do is to put him in board sports, regardless of how he feels. The wrong thing, which is being done now, is to put him in women's sports, and he's breaking women's records, and they're comparing him to other women. It's insane. Sometimes I'm like, how did this country get this far in the pit of ignorance and common sense? Like, how? I don't even know how. But when you take God out of schools and you're reckless with your laws in terms of Congress, and you're still practicing evil in certain dynamics, it's gonna come out through what we see going on in society: confusion, chaos, lies, selfishness, greed, all of that. But I can go on and on and on with this. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Don't forget to connect with the brand online at www.there'shopebrand.com, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.